go to Nigeria, go visit my bro. Joy is.
What's up, guys? Greetings, guys, from this side. Yeah, boy here, Dalmas. Yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dalmas. Yeah, maybe you are new to this channel. Consider subscribing. Yeah, tap the red button so that when I post good new videos, you'll be able to get them. Yeah. So today is a Thursday. We really thank God for the gift of life. We are still alive. We still have hope. So guys, this is Kubichenge village, just a typical village neighboring to Nyabansi village. Big shout out to all YouTubers in this village, including Jasede Mason. Yeah, so just around here today, I want to share with you some things about roof installation. Yeah, probably challenges of being a roofer in this village or in a village, in this Kenyan village. Guys, I'm a roofer by profession. Yeah, I'm also a farmer, you know. When you live in the village, you have to farm, and if you've got some skills like roofing, all is well. At least you have something in the table or on the table to share with your family or for yourself, for your upkeep, because we all need money for our daily life, our daily essentials. Yeah. So, guys, I want to share with you today the roofing challenges that we do face as roofers. So, first of all, I want to thank who have subscribed. For those who have really subscribed to my channel, yeah, those who do come back and watch my videos, I really appreciate a million times. God bless you. Because there's a banana here. Yeah, that's the good thing of living in the village. It doesn't mean those who live in cities, in bustling cities, can't have such things, such crops. No. But because here in the village, at least we have ample space. We have big areas, big land. We've got the land to cultivate these things, you know. So at least you can be able to actually plant anything you want. Because, for instance, this is our climate here, this tropical climate of Kenya or this of East Africa. It's very, very favorable for plants. In fact, even anything you want to plant will really grow and will do well. So that's also a blessing. Yeah, sometimes what you will lose doesn't matter. You just have to count the blessings that you've already achieved. Yeah, blessings can be, you know, many people have actually made up their mind that you have to have material things so that you can have the blessings. All those are the blessings. People tend to actually put their mind like having big car, big house, you know. Yes, those things are good, but sometimes if the time is not yet ready, just have to chill and work for them, you know. Just work for them rather than wishing. Yeah, so sometimes blessings, even the state of being alive, being healthy, being alive, at least having something to eat, having some clothes, you can have a clothes, put on your skin, you know, that is really a blessing. I don't know, that's my perception, but anybody out there can second me on that. For those who have actually understood these life patterns, where sometimes, you know, what you have matters more than what you think or what you actually wish for. Yeah, it is good to have good big things, material things, you know. It is really good, but sometimes also remember, yeah, life matters. and God has a purpose for everyone. You know, you didn't come to this world to become a loser. That's what I believe. In one way or the other, God will fulfill your dreams. Because everyone got dreams, even the outcast, you know, have got their dreams. Even if their graves were able to actually whisper some sound, people died with their dreams. Yeah. So that's all. That's by the way, guys. You know, that is it. In fact, that was just a story. You know. So the theme of today is about you know, the challenges that we do pass through when having or doing the roofing installations or becoming a roofer, or once you are a roofer you have to face these challenges whether you like it or not, because uh, each and every job, each and every profession has got their setback, advantages, disadvantages. Those are the things that actually must be there. Everything has got its opposite. Yeah. Yeah. So we have to actually go one on one, share with you. So there's somebody out there maybe thinking about becoming a roofer, you know. Yeah. Yes, you know, these things is for educational purposes, and on the same time we have to laugh. At least there will be also some fun, you know. That's obvious. We are human beings, guys. Because these videos we are creating here, we are not creating videos for animals or robots. Human beings, my friends from all over the world. For those who have really subscribed to my channel, will be watching this. So we actually emphasize at least some fun, you know. You have to laugh, and that is life, you know. You need to laugh, guys. So one of the challenges being a roofer is weather condition. Weather condition, I mean the weather that we do face each and every day. Because today it may be sunny day, tomorrow gonna rain, the next day it can also rain, you know, that pattern. Yeah, over time. So one of the challenges of being a roofer is the weather condition. Yeah, to be precise, rain. You know when you are roofing, when you're on top of that house, top of the building, you know, actually installing some wood, you know, those patterns, you know, the designs, the woods, the roofing sheets. So probably when it rains, it affects the operation. You need to calm down. So maybe the job was to take maybe a duration of 1 week. So it will be extended by force, because you have uh, to respect. Just imagine the roofing was to take probably 1 week, and that's the only time that you agreed the contract with the client. So that roof will be extended to another week, of which it will be out of the contract. So it is like you are trying to alter the contract. In some cases, you find the client is not actually understandable. He can't understand, or they can't understand the situation. Or you have been given the job and the client maybe is overseas, is in diaspora, and they are in Kenya here, guys. So sometimes you may actually end up in a commotion with the client, because to some extent they may not believe you. They may think you are trying to lie, you are trying to forge things that aren't there. But in the real sense, that's the reality. So weather condition is one of the factors that do come as a setback. Preferably, probably rain. Rain is a big problem, because, for instance, when you are roofing, you are actually putting those roofing sheets on the wood. You are applying them, you are actually installing them on the purlins, you know. So you are applying the roofing materials. When it rains, they become slippery. And when they are slippery, you can't be able to continue the work, because one sliding mistake, you find yourself down. You just slip from the sheets, and that's an accident. Yeah, so you may end up breaking or losing even your life, which is not advisable. The second challenge is the uh, prices. Yeah, the labor charge. Sometimes you may you as a roofer, you face challenges of the payments. Yeah, the price. You just some clients uh, do make prices with their moods. Maybe they are so moody, or maybe they had somebody somewhere can actually do that kind of work on a cheaper price. So when you quote your price which is higher than that, they tend up to challenge you. The client will automatically challenge you, will just assume you're trying to exploit them, of which is not, because being a roofer, you have to uh, be able to calculate the expenses, the time that will be taken there, plus the labor that will be actually used, plus your profit, because you can't just work and you doesn't earn anything, doesn't have any return on that particular job. That's a wastage or a loss, and nobody needs a loss. So sometimes you just quote your price or your labor charge, and it differs from other cheap roofers. There are some roofers who have nothing to lose. Find somebody, you just want money, whatever the money, just want to actually make any money, any kind of money. Yeah, and you find out maybe the qualities are different. The quality output of that kind of roofer is quite different from yours. So at the end of the day, you may even lose a job due to prices, difference in prices. Yeah. Another challenge of being a roofer uh, is what we call uh, misquotation. Okay, what does this mean? Sometimes you may be called, go and take a quote of a certain roof so that you can be given that particular job. So when you misquote the budget, that's one of the challenge. For instance, the kind of the project, maybe a project is estimated to be taking 100 sheets, 100 pieces of roofing sheets. Maybe you misquote by 120 or 80. So probably at the end of the day, you'll be blamed. And some other clients may actually tell you maybe the less or the roofing materials that have actually maybe they're more or they're less, so you have to pay for them, and the money will be deducted for the agreed amount of labor charge. So that's one of the challenge that will actually at the end of the day, as a roofer, you'll end up becoming demoralized with this kind of jobs or profession. So fellow roofers who are watching me, yeah, we should be keen on actually probably quotations. You have to be keen on what you are doing. Yeah, do something that you know and you are capable of. Never entertain somebody or anyone, because at the end of the day, you are the only person who will be blamed, you know. So we have to be very keen on what we are doing. Yeah, maybe probably on those particular areas. Yeah, because construction is not a joke. For it is not a joke. You have to be good in math. If you are not good in math, uh, you end up you become a victim in every story. So make sure uh, you code properly so that in your next project you don't mess up. Because you find out that these clients do refers to some people, their friends, family, or loved one. In other places, these are jobs most of the time are referable. So when you actually mess up in that particular project, on that single project, it means you have entirely affected your professional career. So your career, because the same information will pass to the next person. That this guy maybe is not good in math. He will misquote your project or he misquote the materials needed. Yeah, so we should be keen on those areas to avoid, yeah, to avoid some inconveniences. Yeah. Wow. Yes, another challenge as being a roofer is the proper tools. Improper tools, I mean, guys, if you are a roofer, probably if you are actually a roofer or any construction personnel, we need to actually prepare ourselves with the proper tools for the projects to run smoothly. You need to have what is required. Don't just force things, you know. Every tool has got its purpose, and no any other tool can replace each other or can replace another tool. The field of construction, everything has got its work. That's why you find out that, like, we need roofers, we need masons. Yeah, if I'm a roofer, I can't be a mason. I may be a mason, yes, but if I have decided to specialize, that we call specialization is a good thing. If you really specialize on roofing, like myself here, Dalmas, I can't do better on masonry, for real. I can't really do well, and that is a lie. Even if I tell you I can be able, if I'm able, no, I can't do it well. Yeah, so specialization is really essential for these our jobs. You need to specialize where you are able, you can do better than anybody else. Yeah. So proper tools are really a challenge. Main masons or main roofers do not actually emphasize on that. They just work with wrong tools just to make a day or to make ends meet. But that is not actually advisable. You need to look for proper tools, make sure that your work looks neat, and each and everything is done using the right tool. Yeah. Also, another challenge is the fake materials. The fake materials, right? Yeah. For instance, the roofing sheets. Maybe given a contract by a client, maybe is not within, it's just overseas, is not he's just he's working. Maybe on the other sides, probably in diaspora, or he's just far away. For instance, in Kenya, he's in Nairobi, and I'm just in interior, Bichenge village, only within Nyabansi village. So we are being given a tender, and we are being told go spot the right mabati. Mabati is actually the iron sheets. Mabati is in Swahili language. Yeah, go and spot go buy the right mabati for my roof. And at the end of the day, you just find out that the sellers do sell you. They do mix up. They do mix up the right iron sheets, which are the originals and the fake. They just mix together to convince you. And at the end of the day, you as the roofer who was given the tender will be blamed for the things you didn't know. So that becomes one of the challenge, that at the end of the day you have to take the blame, because you just be told The client will just tell you, oza, mambo, uko poa? Umetoka shule? Sema hello. Siwasalimie. Fika karibu. Come closer. Say hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Tell them your name. What is your name?
My name is Bahati Mwita.
Bahati Mwita?
Yes.
Okay, you are now from school?
Yes.
Okay, go take off the uniform, then we have to talk later.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So guys, at the end of the day, you have to take the blame, which was not originally yours. So many people nowadays do sell counterfeit goods. If you are not that keen enough, you just assume all the original, and yet they are just fake that is being sold with expensive prices. They just say you it's just original in these guys, you know. So those are one of the challenges also that do hinder this our profession. Yeah. So you have to be keen, yeah, on that. Another challenge is actually accidents. You know, accidents. Sometimes it is very difficult and very challenging. Being a roofer, you have to be physically fit. You have to work on heads. But accidents are inevitable sometimes. Yeah, accidents are inevitable. But it is one of the big challenges because even me one day I almost fall from a building, and it was a high pitched one. Yeah, it was a high pitched one, but luckily I can say God saved me. Yeah, because it was not all my knowledge. Yeah, it is all about God. Sometimes we have to pray to God to protect us from these jobs that we are really doing out there. It is very risky. Yeah, accidents. People fall from the roof. 99%, yeah, do lose their life. Yeah, 1%, maybe, yeah, 1% or 0.9% do break, they fracture their bones, and they become very vulnerable. They can't continue the same job again. And 0.1 are the luckiest one. But it's very risky because on top of a building, almost 10 meters away from the ground, it's very risky. In fact, imagine you falling and you maybe, probably like me, I'm 80 kg in weight. Imagine that gravity from up there. What will be the impact on the ground? In fact, you can just break even your spinal cord and you end up losing your life. Yeah, losing everything, guys. And even if you actually have a life insurance, it won't help you. Imagine you're just broken your spinal cord, your bones are broken, your fibula are just broken, you know. You just fractured. Even if you'll be compensated by the insurance company, it will mean nothing. Because they will only give you money, they will never give you another bones. They will give you money, and the money will be spent within maybe just 1 month. Let's say 1 month or 1 week, and that's over. And they will demand you paying another payment, and you will be told you have to continue paying for the policy. So that's one of the challenges that we do face as roofers. And there's also another challenge that is actually very common: payment issues. Sometimes you may agree with the client, you know. Yeah, you may agree that this job will take maybe, or you have to pay me before this date, or when I finish the project, you just have to pay me. But when you are done with the project, but the client be forced to pay you in time, in the agreed time. And remember, you've got other fundis. The fundis are the helpers. Yeah, and you've got other helpers that were helping you make it happen in that project. They need money to feed their families for their well-being, you know. So the money is being actually delayed. And at the end of the day, you just take the blame. It's like you are trying to escape paying them. So it may bring even violence. It may result to violence and hate, even in speech, you know. Somebody may be annoyed, may get annoyed because you've delayed his payments and they need their money urgently. So at the end of the day, you'll be seen as a wicked person, you know. So those are some of the challenges, guys, that we do face as roofers in the village. Maybe if there is another challenge for the roofers who will be watching this, yeah, in the comment section to help somebody somewhere, so that when somebody decides to venture in this business, becoming a roofer, he or she be able to know what it actually takes to be, or what to do happen sometimes. Yeah, this is a world where we keep enlightening each other. Your views, your comments, I really appreciated here, so that we need to grow. We need to grow together. Yeah. So that is it. So I will always be taking each and every time to thank you, my subscribers, my friends here. Thank you a million times. God blesses you. God bless you wherever you are. Somebody taking their time to watch your video is not a joke. For real, they have experienced another love here on the internet. They have never actually met it here on the ground. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yeah, let's meet in the next video. Today, that's what I could have to share with you. Thank you.